Right now, you're not stuck in life, you're stuck in your head. And the scariest part, you've been living in a prison with the door wide open because the lock is only your thoughts. If you can't control your mind for 10 seconds, how will you control your future for 10 years? Today I'll show you the exact moment. Everything changes the moment you stop arguing with your thoughts, stop rehearsing pain, stop living in imaginary conversations, and finally come back to real life. Because the truth is, your anxiety isn't your personality. Your overthinking isn't intelligence. It's a habit. And habits can be broken fast. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes you'll feel your mind go quiet in a way you haven't felt in years. And once you taste that silence, you'll never accept your old life again. Listen, right now, you are not tired because life is heavy. You are tired because your mind won't shut up. You wake up, and before your feet touch the floor, you are already somewhere else. You replay yesterday. You argue with someone who isn't even in the room. You predict a future that hasn't arrived. You carry 10 conversations in your head and none of them are real. And then you wonder why your chest feels tight, why your body feels old, why your energy disappears before the day even begins. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you were actually here? Not here like breathing and blinking. I mean here like fully present. Like your eyes were looking at the world, not at your thoughts. Like your hands were doing one thing, not 10. Like you could drink water and actually taste it. Like you could walk and feel the ground. Like you could sit in silence without needing to escape. Most people cannot. And they think it's normal. They think living in the head is intelligence. They think overthinking is maturity. They think worry improves responsibility. No, it proves addiction. You are addicted to thinking because thinking gives you the illusion of control. Your mind says, if I analyze it enough, I can prevent pain. If I imagine every worst case scenario, I will be ready. If I replay the past, I can rewrite it. If I judge myself before others do, it won't hurt as much. But look at your life. Has it worked? You don't need more thoughts. You need more reality. And the moment you finally stop living in your head, everything changes. Not because the world changes. The world was always there. The change happens because you stop being trapped inside the small prison you built with words. Your mind is a powerful tool. But most people have made it their home. And that is why they suffer. A tool is something you pick up when needed and put down when finished. But you never put it down. You carry it to bed. You carry it to conversations. You carry it into the shower. You carry it into prayer, into work, into love. And then you say, why do I feel restless? Because you are dragging a loud machine everywhere you go. You want peace. Stop using the mind when it's not needed. Right now you might be thinking, how? You don't understand. My life is complicated. My problems are real. Yes, your problems may be real, but your suffering is often manufactured. Two people can have the same situation, same money problems, same family problems, same workload. One sleeps, one panics, one handles it, one collapses. What's the difference? The second one lives inside the story. The mind doesn't just describe reality. It adds poison. It adds commentary. It adds predictions. It adds shame. It adds fear. It adds old memories like chains. And here is the scary part. You may not even know you are doing it because you have been thinking for so long. You believe you are your thoughts. But you are not. A thought is like a cloud. It appears, it moves, it disappears. But something in you remains. Have you noticed? You can watch a thought. If you can watch it, it cannot be you. The watcher is you. And you have forgotten the watcher. You have become the noise. So listen carefully. I'm going to tell you a secret that sounds simple, but it will make strong people uncomfortable. Your life is not hard. Your mind is undisciplined. That's why you overthink. That's why you procrastinate. That's why you delay. That's why you stay stuck. Because an undisciplined mind loves drama more than it loves truth. It will create problems even when nothing is happening. It will create fear even when you are safe. It will create doubt even when you are capable. It will say, what if they don't like me while you are sitting alone? It will say, what if I fail before you even start? It will say, I'm not enough while you are still breathing, still alive, still having a chance. And then you listen. You treat every thought like it's a command, like it's a prophecy, like it's evidence, like it's law. It's not. A thought is only a suggestion. And many of your thoughts are stupid. Yes, stupid. A mind without training is like a child with a sword. It will hurt you. So the moment you stop living in your head, everything changes because you finally stop obeying every inner voice. You start choosing. And choice is freedom. But first, you must see the trap clearly. Here is the trap. The mind can only live in two places, past or future. It cannot live in the present. The present is too quiet. The present has no drama. The present has no storyline. In the present, there is only what is. And what is often simple. Breath, sound, light, sensation, movement, a task in front of you. But the mind hates simplicity. It wants complexity, because complexity makes it feel important. So it drags you to the past. Remember how they treated you. Remember how you failed. Remember that embarrassing moment. Remember what you should have said. And it drags you to the future. What if you lose everything? What if you get rejected? What if you get sick? What if you waste your life? And while you are traveling between yesterday and tomorrow, life is happening and you are missing it. You call that being busy. But you are not busy, you are absent. Your body is present. Your mind is a runaway dog. And you wonder why you can't focus, why you can't be consistent, why you can't feel joy even when you have good things. Because joy is a present moment experience. Peace is a present moment experience. Love is a present moment experience. You can't think your way into peace. You can only return to it. Let me give you a harsh truth. If you cannot control your attention, you cannot control your life. Attention is your most valuable currency. Wherever it goes, your life goes. If your attention is always in your head, your life will be small, cramped, anxious, and repetitive. Even if you travel the world, even if you earn money, even if you have people around you, because you will carry the prison with you. So what do? We begin where most people refuse to begin, the body. Because the body is always in the present. Your mind can lie. Your body cannot. Your mind says, I'm okay, while your shoulders are tight and your jaw is clenched. Your mind says, I don't care, while your stomach burns. Your mind says, I'm strong, while your breath is shallow like a frightened animal. Your body tells the truth. And the moment you return to the body, you return to reality. Try this right now while you are reading. Don't make it spiritual. Don't make it complicated. Feel your breath. Not think about your breath. Feel it. Where do you feel it most clearly? Nose, chest, belly? Now notice, the moment you feel the breath, even for 1 second, your mind becomes quieter. Why? Because attention can only be in one place at a time. If attention is in sensation, it is not in story. This is the doorway. You think you need to solve your whole life. No. You need to relocate your attention. You need to stop living upstairs and start living here. But listen, your mind will resist. It will say, this is boring. It will say, this won't help. It will say, you have more important things to think about. It will say, let's just check the phone. It will say, let's worry again. That's normal. That's the addiction fighting back. And here's your first lesson. You don't need to fight the mind. You need to stop feeding it. A fire dies when you stop adding wood. Your overthinking is not powerful because it's true. It's powerful because you give it attention. You sit with a thought and you massage it. You stretch it. You replay it. You decorate it. You make it bigger. And then you say, this thought is ruining me. No, you are giving it a throne. So instead of battling thoughts, do something more intelligent. Step back. Watch. Label it. Thinking. Worrying, judging. Remembering. Planning. And return to the breath. Return to sensation. Return to what is in front of you again and again. This is discipline. Not motivation. Discipline. Motivation comes and goes like weather. Discipline is training. Discipline is repetition. Discipline is devotion to reality. And slowly something begins to happen. You start noticing the space between you and your thoughts. You start noticing that a thought can scream and still you can move. A thought can threaten and still you can act. A thought can criticize and still you can stay calm. That's power. Because a weak person is not someone with bad circumstances. A weak person is someone controlled by their inner noise. And a strong person is someone who can hear the noise and not obey. Now let me take you deeper, because this is where everything changes. Most people live in their head because they are afraid to feel. They use thinking as a shield against emotion. They don't want to feel sadness, so they analyze it. They don't want to feel fear, so they plan endlessly. They don't want to feel shame, so they blame others in their head. They don't want to feel loneliness, so they scroll. They don't want to feel uncertainty, so they seek constant reassurance. But you cannot think your way out of feeling. You can only feel your way through. This is why the mind keeps looping, because you are avoiding the direct experience. The mind says, let's talk about it. The body says, please feel it. And until you feel it, it stays. So the next time you catch yourself stuck in your head, ask this question: what am I refusing to feel right now? Be honest. Is it fear? Is it disappointment? Is it grief? Is it anger? Is it embarrassment? Is it the ache of not being where you want to be? Don't answer with another story. Answer with the body. Where is it? In the chest, in the throat, in the stomach, in the face, in the shoulders. Now here is the moment